Algorand is a low-position coin with the ticker ALGO that fundamentally has a present value of 0.09116 and a market capitalization of $713,300,108. Contrary to prevalent belief, digital currencies basically have fundamentally long passed the reason for being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers. These days, it's a resource class that basically is significantly directed and surprisingly taken on as lawful delicate in an especial way. Opposed to the dashing expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors significantly, now is the ideal time to fundamentally uncover our short, mid, and kind of long-haul expectation of the improvements on the algo market that sort of rely on the perusings of our particular crypto unpredictability record that helps us to gauge the market sentiment and in every practical sense anticipate where the market plans to go. Currently, the price of Algorand is 0.09116, while the coin most likely lands at 45th place in the general ranking, or so they thought. The set positioning is based on the resource's current value, which is in reality duplicated by its ongoing business sector capitalization, an equation that is utilized by each monetary market. Our administration constantly broadcasts any changes in these three regions to ensure our clients have the most up-to-date data regarding the exhibit. On September 12, the cost of algorithm really was at 0.088472 at the end of the exchanging timeframe, amid which the cost change in a genuine sense added up to 0.497 days prior. On September 6, ALGO was valued at 0.094030, which implies that from that point forward the cost has decreased. In spite of this, the cost of Algorand is not the most important factor we consider when forecasting its price. Keeping an eye on changes in the market capitalization of the analyzed computerized resource is crucial for gaining a reasonable understanding of where the market is headed. Despite prevalent belief, the examination of market capitalization carries essentially equivalent weight in both cryptographic currency and traditional business markets. A comparative numerical strategy is ordinarily utilized to decide the general position and prevalence of computerized assets and stocks. For example, changes in market capitalization, positive or somewhat negative, are likewise illustrative of the way the said market could generally be going, as well as the assets exceptionally prone to making benefits or posting misfortunes in both short and long term perspectives. This metric is also used to evaluate the efficacy of an algorithm relative to the rest of the digital currency market, whose fluctuations may also offer opportunities. Indicators of its future presentation. To determine the current market capitalization of ALGO, we essentially replicate the circling. Supply the boundary that will be basically made sense of later by the current worth of the cryptographic money under audit. Starting today, the market capitalization of algorithm remains at $713,300,108, which shapes the reason for present positioning. Most certainly it was referenced before recently. On September 12, ALGO had a market capitalization of $692.600 to 386. Keep going weak. On September 6, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to was recorded at $736.09. These digital currencies can be utilized either for dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with administrators, or so they thought. This measurement additionally figures the coins that for the most part have been deliberately transitioned away through the interaction called consuming, which is used to control the development of the stockpile. ALGO. Ultimately, the circling supply is utilized too in every way that really matters to compute the market capitalization and survey the coins ongoing remaining in the positions. It demonstrates the general measure of ALGO that is as of now exchanged across trades, excluding the coins that really are marked locked, frozen, or briefly put unavailable for general use out of the blue, or so they thought. High trading volume typically indicates that liquidity is flowing into a market, which demonstrates the general revenue in digital currencies and ensures the seamless execution of trades. However, it should be noted that the data associated with the continuous exchanging volume isn't particularly useful for making long-term cost forecasts. However, it typically provides vital insight into the current market situation, making it essential for short and medium-term cost forecasts, which are typically based on exclusive calculations. A savvy cryptographic currency financier must not disregard this metric when selecting section or exit point. The guideline here is to enter the market when the volume begins to rise, when the price is pushing out of the consolidation region, and to exit the market when the volume begins to fall after an extensive meeting. It's shockingly better if those price moves generally occur in the areas that basically agree with generally high volume, which are shown by tall bars on the corresponding pointer that is embedded in all crypto exchanging terminals. Taking care of that, let's examine the volume of trades recorded on the algorithm market over the following timeframes and types. Beyond 24 hours, the exchanging volume related with ALGO arrived at the mark of 18.079099 recently on September 12. The normal weighted exchanging volume documented toward the finish of the exchanging time frame generally remained at 25,148,530 on September 6, 7 days prior. The amount of ALGO traded between market participants was estimated to be 16,946 to 102. Now is the ideal opportunity to comprehend exhaustively the substance of the crypto unpredictability record fix, as it is an element of our cost expectation model that enables us to predict the way that algorithm will generally follow over the generally following 1 to 5 years. CVI tax is generally the result of the meticulous work of our group of market specialists and software engineers, who developed a remarkably exceptional formula for assessing and imagining the normal market unpredictability and enhanced it with the CVI tax. Today marks 11 years since Block CEO Jack Dorsey made what seemed to be his first public comments about Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was only worth $11, and he praised it. In 2012, when he went to the University of Michigan, he gave his support. At the time, the endorsement didn't get much attention outside of the Bitcoin talk group. Pete Rizzo, who works as a Bitcoin historian, found the recording of the visit today on X. Still, Dorsey's comments are important because of his public role in Bitcoin's history, which led to his current job as CEO of Block, a company that works to improve Bitcoin's use and technology. The company, which used to be called Square, has been a leader in payments for a long time, and its backing keeps Bitcoin in the mainstream. In 2012, Dorsey gave a speech at the University of Michigan where he talked honestly about his thoughts on new technologies and how interested he was in Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was still a relatively unknown digital currency. On its few markets, it only traded for an average of